Um, I mean, here's a good example. So this morning, I was agonizing over, okay, what do I wear? This is self-defense. I couldn't find any tights that I thought worked. And then I was agonizing over that. And then I was like, I'm just going to put on comfortable jeans because this is what I'm comfortable in. But a lot of times, life hasn't put me in comfortable situations. And the things that have helped me in those situations are, I don't necessarily like to tell you God because I'm a Christian, but some of these situations were before I even got saved. So this is how I know God was looking out for me before I even cared about Him. But more recently, what Greg was talking to was last year I got put into an uncomfortable situation in my own Kroger parking lot. I'd gone, where I work, there's a factory in Eufaula, and I'd gone to the factory and I'd come back, rushing back, pick up my daughter from the daycare, so I stopped at the Kroger, picked up dinner, but I left one thing. And so I go to her daycare, which was a family home daycare across, you know how it is when you're like running, trying to pick up make all of that happen and not be late. So I left one thing. So, pick her and her little friend up, run back to the Kroger because I'm going to get one thing. So I leave them in the car because I think they were like 9 at this age, old enough. I'm like, y'all stay, lock the door, I'm going to be right back. Run into the grocery store, chatting away on my headset because I got my earbuds in. And I come out, and I have a problem with people park too close to me. This is a pet peeve of mine because it's like, how am I supposed to get in my car and open the door? I pull through in a parking space. I'm walking up behind my car. This is like 6-ish, it's not too late. And I'm like, why are these people parked so close to me? Now I'm gonna have to like turn sideways and step in the car and like do all of this stuff. Got my little bag over here. I got my wallet under my arm because I didn't even grab the purse because I'm running in. It was like sour cream. I think I was making tacos, whatever. And I'm just looking around because I don't know whether it's because of where I'm from, and I'm from Kingston. I always just look around and look at, what's going on around me. And I noticed they were parked really close to me. And it looked, on the front passenger seat was down. And I'm pretty tall, so like if I'm standing beside a regular car, my butt would be in the face of whoever was behind me. And I'm like, I don't want to do the shuffle while waiting on her to open the car door too much. So I stood to the side. Well, just that act of doing that prevented a really, it could have been a very horrible situation. You may have seen it on the news last year, but basically what proceeded to happen is there were a couple that was going around robbing women at grocery stores who were like loading groceries in the car and just not paying attention because they're zoned out. The female proceeded to like reach to try and grab my wallet. She and I got into it because I'm not trying to give her my wallet. I just got paid. We're not, no. There were some unchristian things that were said. But, basically, if I'd have put myself right in front of that window, she'd have snatched it and they'd have been gone. Long story short, though, I held on. I tried to fight back. I had on a scarf. They grabbed the scarf and started to drive off, holding on to the scarf. Thankfully, I had Tim's on, so I had like some perches, but I had to like unravel myself off that scarf real quick. If it had been an infinity scarf, I don't know what to tell you. But because I just, you know how you do the loop and it drapes and it's real pretty, I unraveled myself off that thing so fast. But, I got dragged a little bit in the parking lot, and but it was unfortunate and it was uncomfortable. But in that moment where I kind of just paid a little bit of attention to the fact that they're too close, there's somebody there, I'm just going to stand to the side. Gave me breathing room to be able to maneuver. And I held on to my wallet. My wallet was still there. They took the scarf, which of course my daughter's crying because it's like, Daddy gave me that scarf. I'm like, oh my God, child, your mother's alive. But she's little, and then it's consoling her. But the other thing that, unbeknownst to me, just in terms of how I approach situations, I like to park where it's well lit, most of us do, and I'd park by the gas station. So there was a camera, and the camera caught everything. And I was contacted by the Lilburn Police Department, and I was able to give them information that helped them. They'd apprehended them, and I was able to give them information that helped them build a case, because it was several counties that had been affected, and they're currently being prosecuted. Yeah, if you do bad things, it takes a long time. They're literally still in court. I don't even know if they've been sentenced yet, and this happened at the end of last January. So, but it's just, it is a sense of awareness, and just, for me, just listening to the still small voice. Because I could have walked anyway to get to my car, but I came out and something was just like, you know, that small voice was just like, well, walk up behind your car. And then I'm also paying attention to what's going on around me. And, yeah, those things put together, I believe, you know, helped me out in that situation. So, and I was also able, because I was paying attention, I was also able to give information that helped about clothing that was then found and matched what I'd said. So, you know, to help link it together, because I never saw any faces. I walked up from behind. You don't see somebody's face from behind if you're, you know, if I saw clothing, and that helped. So it's the little things that can often make a big impact, and that's kind of why I wanted to share it today, because the reality is, I'm like 140 pounds soaking wet. I'm not really going to take on anybody, you know, bigger than me, but I have been in instances where I've had to, but it's an awareness and looking out for things and what people do that have helped me in a variety of situations, because this was the third time that I've been attempted to be wrong. The past 2 times were at gunpoint, and I'm still here to talk about that just because paying attention. The second time, I felt dude walk into my car with me, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Da-da-da-da-da. And I was able to, you know, just do the unexpected and fight back and alert other people in the situation. And the first time, if I'm honest, I learned this from my mom, because my mom had a similar approach to life, and she'd pay attention to stuff too, and her actions helped us in that first situation. So you can be little, you can be small, you can be wearing whatever, because I was like, yeah, you know, something happens again, it's not going to wait until I'm in like my trainers and my, you know, ready to go and all comfortable. It could be when you're in heels, dress, skirt, whatever. But yeah, just paying attention and listening to that still small voice, because I believe he guides me, and I believe that helps with my situational awareness. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you ladies.
Let's give her